you guys, happy Monday. Welcome back to another video. If you guys have been watching me during the month of May, then you guys know that every Monday has been Mental Health Monday because May is Mental Health Awareness Month. And you guys know I'm super passionate about getting the word out about mental health and how normal it is, and I want to erase the stigma. I actually received last week a few negative comments about people saying that these videos are super boring and that they don't like watching them. And for anybody who thinks that, then let me give you a chance to click away from the video. You don't have to watch this. This video is for people who really need it, because I am going to, until the day I die, I will talk about mental health. I want women to feel empowered. I want them to feel that they're not alone. I want them to feel normalized. It is normal, and I want women to realize that they're not alone in their struggles and that they can find help, they can get better. And I have seen way too many people take their lives. I have seen way too many women suffer for years and years, and families suffer, and spouses and friends and relationships suffer because of mental health. So I will talk about it every single day until the day I die. I want to help women and uplift them and help them feel better. So if you don't want to watch that, that's totally fine. You don't have to. You can click away. But for all of you who do want to watch, let's get started. I found this really awesome list online, and it is from SharonMartin Counseling.com. So I will have it linked down below. So this all goes to her credit. I did not make this up, but I really liked this list a lot. So I wanted to share it with you guys. And it's a list of it's called a therapist prescription for better mental health. So these are things that you can do to better your mental health, because we are so hard on ourselves and we go through very difficult things. There's not one person in this life who will escape trials or bad days. And yes, some people's trials might seem a lot worse than others, but we all have them. And it's not a comparison game of my life is harder than your life, so your life is easier than mine. It should not be played out like that, because everybody's hard is still hard to them. So these are some of the things that you can do for better mental health. So the first one is treat yourself with kindness. I think that's really important, because so often we talk to ourselves in such a negative light. So a few months ago when I spoke at the Strong Fit Mamas event in Las Vegas, there was a girl there named Summer Tucker, and she had people do, it was kind of embarrassing, but she had everybody write down their faults, like things that they say to themselves, negative things. And then she had people come up to the front, and they all had to yell it to the person across from them. And people were sobbing because people were realizing how horrible it was, realizing what they were saying to themselves. So it's like, you're so fat, you're so ugly, you're so worthless. And they'd have to say it to the person across from them. And then that person would have to say what they wrote down to the other person. And people were sobbing because they realized how horrible we are to ourselves. So treat yourself with kindness. Say no when you need to. If you're a people pleaser, that's really difficult to do. Step out of your comfort zone. Don't compare yourself to others. I just said that. Embrace your mistakes. They don't define you. We all make mistakes. We are all imperfect people, and that's the past. So we need to do what we can from this day forward to better ourselves and to not make that same mistake again, whatever that may be. This one I really love. Be truly present. So often when we are trying to numb ourselves because of the pain or because of the depression, we aren't present because we just don't want to really exist anymore. And so we distract ourselves with food, we distract ourselves with music or our phones, you know what I mean? We find way too many distractions, so we don't have to actually think about what's really going on. So the more present we are, the happier we will be. Get outside. Summer's coming up here, and just being outside, going on walks, hiking, just taking advantage of the outdoors when the weather is nice is good for the soul. Cut yourself some slack. Don't be so hard on yourself. Make rest a priority. I have noticed such a drastic difference. I used to be going to bed at 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, and anytime now I've been trying to go to bed at 10 or 11 p.m. at the very latest. I feel so much more refreshed. So I'm waking up in the morning and I have time to exercise because I just feel refreshed, and it helps a ton. Make fun a priority too. I know that sometimes it's difficult to make fun a priority when you have a full-time job and lots of kids and not, you don't have money to pay for activities. I know I've been there. I remember those days. But you can still find different ways of having fun for free. I remember when I just had Will, we were super poor and we were making $22,000 a year. and we had no money for me to have like a zoo pass, or so I would go online and I would try to find as many cool parks or free things or coupons or whatever just to have fun, and that really helped me mentally. Savor good memories. So when you're in the moment, be in the moment, and you know, think back on that moment often. When you're having a hard time, think back on the good times. That always helps. Make new friends. I'm always up for making new friends. There's something about, you know, a new relationship that's always exciting, whether that's with a friend or neighbor or something like that. Laugh often, create something, anticipate joy. I love this. Anticipate joy. Know that there can be joy in your life. You just have to look for it. And sometimes we have to create it ourselves, but always kind of have the hope that joy is coming and joy will come. And even if you are having a hard year or hard, you know, whatever, you will find a new normal and you can have joy again. Appreciate what you have. There's the quote that says, appreciate what you have because somebody is praying for what you have, basically. And I really like that. Learn from your mistakes, write down your successes, clear out physical and emotional clutter. I feel like that is huge. I loved having a therapist because I feel like I could clear out my emotional clutter with her. If you have a good friend or a mom or whatever that you can clear out your emotional clutter. Physical clutter is huge as well. I'm actually in the process of doing that right now because I feel like it is a large part of my anxiety. We actually moved into this house right after I had Molly. She was only a couple months old. And there are still boxes and there's still closets that I haven't gone through because I had postpartum with her and then I had the twins. And I feel like the more I see cluttered in my house, then the more stressed out I get. And it's just better for my mental health once I start clearing things out. So that's been really, really good for me. Move your body more, pursue a hobby, put your phone down and connect with the people you're with. So I kind of have that rule that if I'm with someone, I just put my phone away. I literally don't have it with me. But I like having my watch because if someone calls, then I can see that someone's calling, but I'm not always constantly checking my phone. Confide in trustworthy people. Treat your mental health with the same importance as your physical health, which I think a lot of people don't do. Slow down. Ask for help when you need it. You don't have to do it all. Prioritize what matters most. The last one I really love, especially because I've been hit with a ton of things all at once, especially I'm sure a lot of you guys are the same because it's the end of the school year. There's activities, there's tons of places you have to be, but sometimes you just have to say no. So yesterday was Saturday and we had thing after thing after thing and I was really exhausted because I had woken up at 3:30 for the day and I didn't mean to, it just happened. And I couldn't fall back asleep and we were just exhausted from going from event to event. So Max had a soccer game and I just said, no, we're not gonna go. It's fine, he's 5. It's not the end of the world if he doesn't go. And sometimes you do just have to cancel things and just say no. Like it said at the beginning, you can say no, it's okay. If it's going to stress you out so much, then it's okay to say no. So that is the list. And once again, I will have it linked down below. I really enjoyed a lot of these and I hope you guys enjoyed them too. I hope that this motivates you for this week. So my homework assignment for you guys this week is to pick one of these and work on it this week. So for me, I am actually going to make new friends this week. I went to church today, met a couple of new girls, and I'm going to make new friends. I'm going to take them some cookies or a treat or something just to welcome them to the neighborhood and make them feel loved, and that's my goal for the week. So I want you guys to look at the list and comment down below and let me know what you're gonna work on for this week and all of that. So also a little announcement. You guys know for the past few weeks I have been trying to do 5 videos a week and it's just been too much, and I've noticed that it's kind of like a test to see how much you guys would watch if I put out that much content, and it seemed like it wasn't really your jam. Like you didn't want to see that many videos because the views were lower than I anticipated. So I think I'm going to be doing less videos a week but higher quality, if that makes sense. So I hope that that's something you guys can forgive me for, but I'm thinking of doing 2 or 3 videos a week and I'm going to try to pick and see what days work best. But the 5 days a week, it just wasn't working with my schedule. It was obviously like a lot of work, but I wanted to put more effort into each video instead of just like hurrying up and doing a quick video or whatever. So that's kind of where we're at, and I will let you guys know what the new schedule is. And thank you so much for bearing with me as I try to figure out a good filming schedule with you guys, because I know that things change here on YouTube all the time, and I'm really trying my best to contribute to this community and to help as many of you as I can, and I really want to help and uplift you and motivate you guys to be the best moms you can be. So thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe down below and hit the notification bell so that you guys can be notified when I have a new video up. And thanks so much for taking the time to be here with me today, and have a great Monday. We'll see you guys next time. Bye.